Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to go over two problems today, and these are the two types of problems that you're going to see on your sheet today for our online learning day on Thursday. So all of this sheet is about equivalent fractions, and we're going to use our knowledge of equivalent fractions to figure out missing numerators and denominators. So the first thing I wrote down here on my board to remind you is our rule of how to find equivalent fractions. So remember, we're multiplying the top and the bottom by the same number, or the numerator and denominator by the same number. Don't forget that. It's going to help us today. All right, these aren't necessarily problems on your sheet, but they're the two types of problems that you're going to see on your sheet today. So the first type of problem is a missing numerator problem. So let me see. Let's start with 2/3 equals, and I know this one's going to be a missing numerator one, so I'm going to put a box for my numerator. And I am going to put my denominator as a 9. Okay, so let's figure out our missing numerator here that I put a box for. So I need to figure out what did they multiply by. Well, I know the two denominators, I know they went from 3 and then they got to 9. And I know they multiplied by something. So I'm going to put times right here and try to figure out what they multiplied by. So they did 3 times something equals 9. Well, let's count by threes until we get to 9. 3, 6, 9. So they must have multiplied by 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. Now, I know from my rule up here that they had to multiply the top and bottom by the same number. So if they multiplied by 3 down here, they had to multiply by 3 up here as well. And now I can solve for my missing numerator. 2 times 3 equals 2, 4, 6. So I know my missing numerator was 6 for this one. The second type of problem that you're going to see on your sheet is not a missing numerator, but a missing denominator. So let me show you one of those. So let's say, 5, 6 equals, and I know it's going to be a missing denominator, so let me put my box on the bottom. And I am going to say 20. Okay, so this time I'm still trying to figure out what did they multiply by, but this time I don't know the denominator here, but I do know the two numerators. So I have to figure out what did they multiply to go from 5 to 20. So let me see. We can count by fives and see how long it takes us to get to 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So we know they multiplied by 4. So let me write times 4 here. And we know from our rule up top, if they multiplied the top by 4, they have to multiply the bottom by 4 as well. So now we can find this missing denominator, and we know we need to do 6 times 4. Okay, let's see. 6, 12, 18, 24. So I know 6 times 4 is 24. So my missing denominator is 24. That's the two types of problems that you're going to see today on your sheet. Don't forget to multiply the top and bottom by the same number in order to find those equivalent fractions and the numerator and denominators that are missing. Okay, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday.